I'm going to talk to you about the impact of service learning projects on high school students. Life sucks, or so my husband Angie Shinn tells students around the state of Arkansas. He goes on to tell them that what makes life better is their faith, their family, their friends, and the activities they choose to be a part of. As a career educator and chairman for the American Red Cross Rapid Response Team Camp, Kevin recognized that children who were falling through the institutional and educational cracks did not have a firm connection to those four lifelines, and it led him to ask, how do we save a child who has no faith, whose family abuses or neglects them, whose friends are as lost as they are, and whose activities are filled with negative energy? The answer for him is rooted in service learning activities such as the American Red Cross Rapid Response Team Project. In my presentation today, I will touch on 3 important points regarding effective service learning projects. First, they must provide the student with a voice. Second, they must provide the student with an opportunity for reflection. And third, they must be partnered with community agencies. Let's first examine why students having a voice is so important. For a service learning project to reach students who are at risk, students must be able to go beyond just being active participants in the project itself. They need to be able to recognize the relevancy of the project and have the opportunity to select, design, implement, and evaluate important aspects of the project itself. In an interview found in the Christian Science Monitor, John Cruz, a school superintendent in California's Central Valley, said that after 10 years he's learned that a structured approach to volunteering called service learning prevents kids from dropping out of school in his underdeveloped, grape-growing district. Secondly, to build upon the experience, students need a time of reflection. In addition to having an active voice in the design and implementation of the project, students need time to reflect on their involvement and to develop an awareness of their own contribution. Cruz also goes on to say that with the help of specially trained teachers, students research and choose their projects and then build teams to carry them out. And thirdly, partnerships with established community groups provides the students with a bond to not only the individual but the organization as well. At-risk students need positive structure and sense of belonging. By partnering service learning projects with community agencies, students are provided with the opportunity to see themselves as part of something bigger than their individual selves and state Shinn. For children who are lost and searching for a lifeline to hold on to, their association with that organization and the people involved with it is critical, Shinn states. For example, the American Red Cross Rapid Response Team Camp is a camp that takes at-risk high school students from all over the state of Arkansas and teaches them basic life-saving skills such as CPR, the use of an automated external defibrillator, and basic first aid, coupled with learning to triage and assess patients in medical emergencies. At the end of a week-long camp of team building and teaching these skills, a mock disaster such as a plane crash takes place. The patients consist of University of Arkansas medical science students and professional rescuers from the Little Rock area. The patients will be strewn over a field. They will have a multitude of injuries consistent with a plane crash and with blood everywhere. The rapid response campers are dispatched to the emergency and instructed to use their skills they have been taught to assess each patient, administer basic life-saving skills to the patient, and report their findings to the professionals when they arrive. At this time, medical services such as the Little Rock Fire Department and EMS services roll onto the disaster scene. The students continue to administer life-saving procedures and inform medical personnel of their findings of each patient until they are relieved of the patient the patient is loaded into the ambulance. Gabriella Quaylar, a former Rapid Response camper who returns each year to help teach the classes and is now a University of Arkansas senior, perhaps sums it up best. Rapid Response Team Camp has been one of the most meaningful experiences I have ever had. Not only did I meet adults who wanted to make a difference in the community, but kids my own age, kids from every area of Arkansas. These kids have become some of my best friends, and I am honored to have shared this experience with them. The unique thing about the Rapid Response Program is you don't just learn a set of life-saving skills, but the fact that you are mentally and physically and emotionally challenged, let me repeat that. The unique thing about the Rapid Response Program is you don't just learn a set of life-saving skills, but the fact that you are mentally and physically and emotionally challenged. As much as I wanted to give up during some of the difficult activities, defeating the task at hand was such an accomplishment, and the knowledge gained was an incredible award. Gabriella Quaylar responds. In conclusion, as you can see, effective service learning projects enable students to develop a positive voice in a constructive manner, allows them to reflect on their learning, and leaves them with a bond that will last a lifetime. Effective service learning projects change lives for the better.